You take one more step and you're going to regret it.
My only regret is I didn't come after you sooner. Just wait right there.
Rick, what do you want from me?
What do I want? I want impossible things. I want you to bring back my Amy. But you can't do that, can you? Can you?
No!
No, you can't. So I'm going to tell you what I want instead. I want justice.
Well, there was the court. There was a hearing. There was a...
What kind of a legal system is this? Where you and Haley get away scot-free? What kind of town is this? Anything a capital does is right. Please turn their backs. Everybody turns their backs. I want justice! Even if I have to do it myself. I'll be the judge and I'll be the jury.
Rick, don't you talk like that. It's not going to do you
Justice
good.
is good. I want someone to pay for Amy's death. Now, who's it going to be, Lily? Who do you think should pay?
Hi. I thought you already left.
Something caught my eye.
Ah. Great minds think alike. I was coming down to open that very bottle.
Well, then, I'll let you have a glass.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, we were saving that for a very special occasion.
Sophia, may I be frank?
We usually are.
As usual, I'm of two minds, and one of them hardly thinks that this wedding is a cause for celebration.
I know you've been ambivalent about it, but I was hoping after tonight you've changed.
I wasn't too thrilled with the first one, knowing you'd driven my mother away.
That's one interpretation.
The world thinks of you as some sort of paradigm of womanly perfection, Sophia, but I know otherwise. So don't expect any great joy from me over your grand occasion.
You've never given me much of a chance, have you? No matter what you would say to me, you try as hard as you could to hurt me, but you know what? You'd also do almost anything for me. And for your father. You've proven it time and time again. Tonight you brought Ted home to be with us from jail. I don't know why you don't want me to like you. I'll make you a deal. You can think about me the way you want. If I can think about you the way I want.
Sounds fair enough. To my new stepmother, the second time around. Assuming it all comes to pass.
What the hell are you doing here?
I just got a little homesick, that's all. I remembered all the wonderful times you and I had here together. Remember that time I rubbed you all over with that French body oil, and we drank champagne and listened to that violin concerto? And then before we could even make it into bed, we made love.
Just shut up. Get up. Get up.
Cece, I'm not...
I want you out of here. Now. Get in there. Get dressed. And get out.
You won't be throwing me out when I tell you what I have.
Get dressed.
I have evidence that can clear your darling daughter of murder.
What?
I can prove that she killed Dylan in self-defense. Don't you wish you could?
Jane, you are so beautiful and so generous to try to make things easier for me.
It's not just totally unselfish. It's for me, too.
You trust me
Of course.
and let me decide this.
Why? Because you're older and wiser?
No, of course.
Or that you know more than me? I mean, I know some things, too. I know what I'm doing.
It just doesn't feel right to me now.
Maybe I should have led up to it another way. Said something before.
I wouldn't have let you.
Is it the way I look?
Of course not. Of course not. Jane, I want to be close to you, but I can't this way. Jane. Jane, look at me.
I've made a total fool out of myself.
Not at all.
I practically threw myself at you.
Jane, what you did out of affection and trust.
I'm more than that.
I want you to accept my answer with the same kind of honesty and maturity. Would you believe me, please, when I tell you that I can't because I do care about you?
Yes, and you don't want to hurt me, right?
Don't put words in my mouth, and especially don't put cliches.
I am sorry. I am trying to listen, but it all sounds like double talk.
Listen, you mustn't be embarrassed. I'm not. You should be proud that you went out on a limb. I know I am. Do you have any idea how difficult it's been for me several times with you here? What I'm trying to tell you is that you are a very attractive woman. But I am a very vulnerable man.
I know.
My wife is gone and I'm separated from my kids, and if I respond to this temptation and accept your affection, and it just wouldn't be right.
But if it's what we both want, why is it so terrible?
Because we have to think of moments to come, not just the temptation of now. I want to be able to give as much as I get. And right now, I'd only be taking. Do you understand?
Thank you for taking me seriously and not talking down to me as if I didn't know what I was doing.
I couldn't talk to you any other way.
For I thought if you said no, it would be the worst thing that could happen. But now I think I did an okay thing.
So do
And
I.
so do you.
I would have been very sad if you'd stayed angry at me. And listen, if I didn't have you to dig around in the mud with me and dig up musty old bones, I mean, who would there be? Huh?
I don't know who.
Nobody in the world.
Thank you.
You're not intimidating me. Back off!
That's what I'd like to see. Why didn't you tell your bloodthirsty crowd to back off before they killed my wife?
Well, no one could have known that was going to happen.
So what do you tell me now? This was an accident? An accidental bombing?
I'm not saying I don't feel responsible. Brick, I've lost sleep over this. My life has been tortured every second of every day since this thing has happened.
Oh, I'm sorry. Has your big plans for your community been distracted
What
here?
community? Nobody listens to me anymore. Brick, you said you wanted to destroy me. Well, you can't anymore. It's already happened.
Not quite. You're still alive.
That's right. And every day has been a living nightmare. Brick, I'm a woman of peace. At least it's what I preached. It's what I tried to do. And look what's happened. Everything I've ever held sacred has been twisted and turned against me. When I think of Amy, my life just seems like a sham.
It is.
No, it shouldn't be. My whole life today can't be for nothing. I was never suffered enough, not as much as you. And I don't expect you to forgive me. I was naive for a while and thought you might, but I know this guilt is something I'm going to have to carry around with me for my whole life.
Why do you suppose I'm even listening to you?
Because it's the truth. Why else are you here? Is there something I can say that I haven't said already?
You use words, whether you mean it or not. You're no woman of peace. You're a woman of evil. Evil. And someone's got to do something about it. Maybe. Do you suppose that's why I came here, huh?
Rick!
Get away from here!
Nobody wants to fight you, Brick.
That's bull. Everyone everyone wants to fight me, but nobody fights fair. Just like you, right? Getting your kid brother out of jail. Another one goes scot-free.
As much your brother as he is mine.
No, you're wrong. I only have a son. The rest of my family is dead.
Rick, you're drunk. Go home. If you don't, I'm going to have to call the authorities.
Authorities? That's you, isn't it? Whatever the Capwells say?
Come on.
All right. Go. Only because it's all been said. Does it matter? Say your prayers, Lily, and keep looking over your shoulder. Because if I don't kill you first, somebody else will.
What about Kelly?
I remember you ever being this rough before.
What about Kelly?
Well, you want her cleared, don't you?
I think about that day and night.
I know, and I'm just the person who can do it for you.
All right. You tell me. Kelly said you knew something. Tell me.
Well, first let me find something in this indoor flea market of Sophia's.
I asked you before, and you said you didn't know anything. How do you know you're not lying about this?
Hey, I'm telling you the truth.
You don't have anything to tell me at all, do you? If you knew anything, I'd be paid you a large amount of money for it.
Well, maybe I'm not that crass.
I'm gonna throw you out of here buck naked for pulling a stunt like this.
I think you've already tried that, Cece.
Yeah. Yes, and I suppose you're trying to pay me back for all that. You think I believe all this malarkey about Kelly?
I knew you'd say something like that.
Well, I don't. So come on. What are you doing with this, hon?
Something I could find that was decent.
Well, you keep it. Sophia wouldn't wear it now that you've won it anyway.
Wait a minute, let me get my purse. Cece, if I were you, I would listen to this. Consider it a wedding present. We should just slow down, Cece. You know, I have a very bad leg in case you've forgotten, and this is very painful
It
for
would be
me.
even more painful if I tossed you down the stairs, which is what I wanted to do.
What is she doing here?
She's leaving.
Not in my robe, she's not.
Let her keep the damn robe. Just get her out of our hair.
Oh, why don't you just get off your high horse? You always pretend to be Miss Perfect wife and mother. Well, we know better, don't we? If the truth were to be known, I've done more for your kids than you ever have.
What do you mean? Browbeating them, humiliating them every minute you were in this house.
Why, how soon we forget. I'm the one who saved Eden's life. And I could also prove that Kelly's innocent if Cece would only let me.
What are you talking about?
Your lies. Don't even listen to it. Just get out before we call the police.
Go ahead. You two live it up while you can. Because the next time we meet, you're going to be crawling after me.
Cece, what was that all about?
She ought to be locked up.
What was she doing upstairs?
Taking a bath.
What do you
I
mean?
told you she should be committed.
Cece, what does she mean, the part about Kelly?
She knows. Kelly thought she remembered seeing her the night Dylan died. So she picked the eve of our wedding to rattle us, that's all. Some kind of revenge.
Cece, did you at least let her finish, tell you what she meant?
She had nothing to say, so that's why I didn't let her finish.
Maybe we should go down to the boathouse and talk to Kelly about it.
No, we can't. That's just what she wants. She wants us to lead her to Kelly. Just put it out of your mind, will you, please?
Why is this wedding of ours bringing out the worst in everybody?
No, the worst is only in Gina.
No, Mason was here. I just talked to him. He still blames me for you divorcing Pamela.
It's ancient history. It's no surprise that Mason's holding a grudge for a century or two, but it's ancient history.
You know there's some truth to it.
Look, my darling woman, Pamela and I had nothing going for each other. It would have happened eventually. And then I met you. And I fell in love with you. And that was destiny.
Oh, I love you. Oh, I love you.
Love
Can we go upstairs?
you too. Right now. Okay. Oh, no!
If that's Gina, I've got to talk to her, Cece, please.
I don't want to talk to her anymore.
I'm sorry to barge in on you, too, Sophia. I just got a call from Mason about Brick.
Rick, what about him?
Well, apparently he's been drinking. There's some kind of trouble over at Mason's.
Do you know where he is?
I think I can find him, yeah.
All right, I'll change my clothes and I'll...
It's all right. It's all
Right
right.
with you.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Cece.
Did you, anybody down the walkway?
No, why?
One of our servants thought they saw Prowler.
Let's hope it was nothing.
Mama, now I realize that you're only trying to do what was best for Brandon. You thought that I was an unfit mother. At the time, hard as it is to admit, yes, I probably was.
I knew it wasn't your fault, Santana. I read that Mr. Timmons left his job the same day he dropped your charges.
I did that, Mama.
You? How?
With Cruz's help, he was very close to being able to prove what Keith did to me. The pills, all of it.
Good for you, and good riddance to him.
Well, I'm not through yet. There's still Gina.
Santana, I'm angry, too. But I can't bear the thought of your getting in trouble again.
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. That's why I asked you here anyway.
There doesn't have to be a reason.
Mama, I know that the reason why you stopped working for the Capels was because Cece kept Amanda in custody of Brandon.
That was my decision.
But you still miss it.
I have plenty to do in my own home.
Oh, that's not what Papa and Danny say.
Oh, por favor.
And the wedding is tomorrow.
So?
So you deserve to be there more than anybody. You've been a part of that family since I was born.
Sophia gave me an invitation.
Well, you're going to go?
How could I face Cece or live with myself if I went back there after saying the things I said to him? I really told him what I thought, you know. You should have seen his face.
I wish I could have.
Oh, he was angry. I don't care. I was angrier.
Well, that didn't stop you from buying him a wedding present, though.
Your father and brother certainly keep you well informed.
Mama, will you ever ask him for your job back?
No. I could never apologize.
You know why I'm asking you this. Brandon needs you to be there for him.
I do worry about him. I can't believe I hardly ever see him, my own grandchild.
He has been through so much, so many changes, so many people in and out of his life. He's never had any kind of security. Now, I'm just as guilty as everybody else, just as guilty as Gina.
No.
Mama, I want my son back. That's all I think about all the time.
I know, sweetheart. And you're going to get Brandon back. I'm going to help you.
Stop the fear and trembling, Lily. Brick's been gone for an hour.
That wasn't an act, Mason. I was really scared. There was no telling what Brick was capable of doing.
I suppose you really were contrite, too.
Yes, I was. It's true. Not a day goes by when I don't feel terrible about what happened to Amy.
Well, it certainly was one of your finer performances. It's been a living nightmare, Brick. Yes, I'm responsible for killing your wife, but let's let bygones be bygones.
That's not what I said.
Amy's death was a tragedy, Lily. I just don't think you should make a mockery of it.
I'm not. My God, what kind of monster do you think I am?
I'm not sure. You keep me guessing. I do know you're a girl who's obsessed with revenge, even blinded by it. You're after Gina. That's all that really matters to you.
So are you. Another thing we have in common.
All we have in common, Lily, is a rather unholy alliance. I'm beginning to think I'd be well out of it.
All right, Mason. You've made your point.
Is this drama or for real?
Oh, your wish is going to come true. I'm leaving. I wouldn't want to tarnish your squeaky clean reputation as district attorney. You're not going to stop me, are you?
And ruin your exit? No, I wouldn't dream of it.
Are you really ready for me to walk out? One of the few people alive who really understand you, and you know it.
Santana, I understand you're needing to be with Brandon, but you did sign custody of him over to me.
Cece, I know that the way I was behaving before was unthinkable. It was deplorable. But I want you to know that I am planning to prove to you that I am a responsible woman.
That's quite commendable. And you can spend time with him if you want to on occasion.
Thank you.
It's upstairs now. Why don't you go up and say hello?
I will. Thank you.
Rosa, how are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Oh, I'm fine. Fine. Looking forward to the wedding.
Yes, of course. Everyone must be very excited.
Yes, I think they are.
Oh, I almost forgot. For you and Sophia. From the family.
Thank you. I hope this doesn't mean you won't be here tomorrow.
Hard to say. Things are very busy.
We all miss you. Me the most.
I imagine the place is fine. Without me, you have help?
Well, we're managing. No, we're not managing. I mean, help is easy to get. You're very difficult to get. And very tough to replace. Look, your daughter understands why I had to take Brandon back. Why can't you? At least admit that you might have overreacted in this situation.
That is possible.
damn it, I want you here tomorrow. No, I want you here every single day. How soon can you go back to work?
That is so like you, Cece. Did I say I wanted to come back to work?
No, you did not. Look, neither of us is about to get down on our knees. Now, will you or will you not come back?
I might be willing to consider it.
On a day-to-day basis? Any basis you want.
I'll have to talk to my family. They've gotten used to having me at home.
Fine. Would you do me one favor, though? Would you go out back and talk to the caterers and see if they've laid out everything the way it should? Because I really don't think they know what they're doing, and I want this wedding to be perfect. Huh? What do you think?
All right. I'll have a look.
Thank you.
Ready when you are, Cece.
Beautiful woman I've ever met. And I'm going to dedicate my life to making you happy. You lied to me! I could kill you for lying to me! Stay away from me!
What happened next was tragic, Cece. Thank heavens Kelly was able to defend herself. And I have a videotape of the entire incident that will prove that's all she was doing. All you have to do is come up and see me. I'll be waiting at my place. Hello?
Gina.
Yes.
I've got to ask once, and only once. You have this proof you say you have? And where is it?
It's here. Ready and waiting, Cece. Cece? Hello?
Rick? Go away. I don't want to see anybody around here, especially you.
Rick, come home with us. There's nothing for you left here.
There's nothing anywhere. This is what the whole world looks like. It's what I look like inside. Could you please just leave me alone?
We're not going to leave. We belong to you.
Why? You've got your wedding, he's got his house.
Rick.
Look, maybe there's no room for you in my life anymore.
You have no choice for your parents.
It was just an accident. Like they say what happened here. These things just happen, Rick. Nobody's responsible, Rick. Nobody's connected to anything else.
Rick, what happened at Mason's?
Nothing. We exchanged a few words, that's all. I was thinking that maybe what I needed was someone to admit, well, I was wrong. Admitting's easy, isn't it, Lionel? Nothing's easier. Nothing changes.
Rick, you know what you're trying to do? Listen to me, pal. You're trying to keep Amy off of yourself. You didn't do that when she was alive. You shared her with us. You wanted us to know her and to love her, and we did. We grieve with you. We grieve for you. You don't want to share her with us anymore. Why is that? Huh?
Because you can't remember the things I remember.
Tell us. Bring her back. Bring her back for a moment.
It was Sunday a few weeks ago. We rented a boat to go out on the lake. Amy was holding Johnny. I remember little things like, the lake was so calm, clear. There in the sky. Clouds and the sun, all of it. We were way out in the middle. And she leaned a certain way. The sun was shining right through her hair. I just sat there and looked at her. I don't know what expression to had on my face, but she started to laugh. And, I could hear her laugh just echoing around the lake. So light and warm. I could belong there. The sun and the water. That's what it was like. She could take the most ordinary day. Just fill it up somehow. These are the memories. I can't stop running through my mind.
Well, hello there. I'm not used to having visitors here, but I've tried to make the place presentable. Do you like it?
Say, Gina, I'm here to see the tape.
Well, at least you could join your hostess in a little drink. We could have a toast to Kelly's freedom and to me for making it possible.
I said the
That was
tape.
one of us.
Where's it? Where's the damn tape? Where the hell? Where's the tape?
Come on, be nice, Cece. I've even made us a little dinner. Look, aren't they cute?
What is that? What the hell are you doing with that?
That's the portrait that Sophia sat for. Don't you remember? You know how artists are. You can't control them. He just painted what he saw, his inner vision. Cece, how rude. In your own portrait, didn't you like the...
Where's the tape? Or is there a tape? And so help me. If you got me here one of your schemes to lure me into your trap, I'll break you in half. Now, is there or is there not a tape?
Let go of me.
Is there a tape?
You're not going to get the tape by breaking my neck. All right, fine. I was trying to do something nice for you, Cece, but we'll just skip dinner. We'll go right to dessert. Just sit down. Sit down. phone. Now feast your eyes on this.
Hello.
Hello. I was told by Jane Wilson's roommate that I might be able to reach her at this number.
Is Jane there? Wrong number.
Jane?
Lionel, hello. Where have you been? Look, I pieced together this vertebra from 4 different pieces of shard.
Good job.
You all right? What was that phone call you got before you left?
Jane, did you ever feel the frustration of wanting to help somebody and being totally unable to?
Usually when it gets to that point, I just give up.
Can't do that with family.
Let me get that.
Hello.
Hi. I'm looking for Jane Wilson. I was told I could find her at this number.
Well, you could. Who could I say was calling?
This is Jane's mother.
Oh, Mrs. Wilson, your daughter is a lovely girl.
Oh, well, thank you. And to whom am I speaking?
Lionel Lockridge. Jane's been working on a paleontology project with me for some time.
Wow, how interesting. Well, that girl is so bright, isn't she? She never tells me anything.
Well, I'm sure she intended to. Unfortunately, your daughter stepped out for a little while.
Oh. Well, I understand that my maid's daughter is staying there as well. Alice?
Yes, she is. By way of introduction, I might mention that the hospital insisted that Alice have a legal guardian, so I had myself appointed.
Oh, well, I'm grateful to you for that, Mr. Lockridge. And so would her mother be. How is she? Is she adjusting?
Oh, yes, we're all very pleased. She's a joy. She's made a great deal of progress.
Oh, that's very nice to hear.
Well, if you'd like to leave a message for Jane, I'd be glad to.
Yes, actually, could you tell Jane that I'm leaving Los Angeles now, and I'll be up to Santa Barbara tonight? I believe she's expecting me, though I didn't tell her when exactly.
Certainly, I'll tell her.
Well, thank you very much. Good night now.
Yeah. Well, that's that.
Caroline, don't go.
What is the point of staying?
I don't want to see her.
Look, I gather you two have had problems before, but it couldn't be quite that bad, huh? She still seems very fond of you.
Oh, yeah. She's fond of everybody.
Well, what's wrong with that? I mean, why are you so upset?
Because I loathe and despise everything she stands for.
I really wanted things to work out this time, but it's obvious it's not going to.
Not to me.
Why stick around until the death bell tolls? Darling, that's not me. I like to leave while there's still something good to remember.
There'll be a lot more. I swear it.
There's no law that says you have to want me forever.
Oh, I don't know about forever, but I want you now. Please stay.
And how long is it going to last? Darling, I need more than that.
Caroline, I don't think you know what you're looking for.
Well, I'll know when I find it. I hope.
She always called it moving on. Whenever she sensed a man was about ready to dump her, or if she was getting bored, she'd say so long.
Seems like a pretty precarious way to live.
Oh, no, she never left empty-handed. She always got something out of it. I remember when I was a kid, I'd stand outside of her door just listening. Oh, what a manipulator. She was the all-time champ.
No, I don't want any of it. You can keep that. You can keep all the jewelry. I don't even want the car.
Well, you're being ridiculous. I want you to have those things. Here.
I don't want your gifts. I can get along on next to nothing. I've done it before.
Here.
Probably even better now. Yeah. Well, you know, it is really amazing now that they don't see through her. She never gave it a second thought. It was like a big play, and she was a star. And every time it was just a new leading man.
Maybe she's just protecting herself. We all do that.
Not like that.
Oh, but there's no, I couldn't.
Take it.
Really, you don't have to be so generous.
I want you to have it. Buy a present for that girl of yours.
Oh, darling. Well, no one can say we didn't try, can they?
It's always the same thing. I mean, she's got it down to a science. There's that tearful goodbye scene. And then she says the same thing. It's been a dream, darling. Then she gives him that kiss of death.
Darling, it's been a dream. But on. Oh, what a glorious dream it was.
I can't believe she's as bad as you paint her.
I wish.
I've had that urge to move on, and my marriage suffered immeasurably from it. No, irreparably from it. I think most people who have that wanderlust, they're really looking to settle down, find a place to belong.
She has had dozens of chances, dozens of places.
Well, the catch is that none of the places seem like the right place until it's too late.
I don't want to force you. Now, if you promise me that you won't yell, I'll let you go. You are the most beautiful woman I've ever met. And I'm going to dedicate my life to making you happy. Lie to me! I can kill you for lying to me. Stay away from me! All I wanted to do was love you. And you tricked me, but never again. Never again! Nicky, don't come in! Has a gun! Oh, I'm glad he's here. It's about time, huh? But first, come here.
That ought to do the trick, don't you think?
It's all there. It's everything we need. You saw the gun?
That's right.
My baby. Oh, my Kelly. It was self-defense.
Absolutely.
God, do you know what this means? Do you know for fun what it means?
Of course I do. If Kelly can come home,
Means the answer to my prayers is what I mean.
Oh, I've never seen you this happy.
Happy. Happy, you're a winner. You are a damn winner.
Am I? Well, it almost makes me want to consider it.
What? And why? Did you tell me? Of course. Oh, of course, of course. What do you want, Gina? I mean, you certainly don't know anything out of the goodness of your heart, so what do you want?
No, I don't, do I?
No, you don't. So what'll it be this time?
We have time to discuss those tawdry details later. Right now, I want to celebrate. I'd like a drink. How about you?
Guess that's everything.
No, Lily, it's not quite everything. I want you to know that I'll always be grateful for what you did for me after Mary died. Nothing I've said or you have done since can negate that.
If you're being completely honest, you admit to yourself, if not to me, that you're still not over it.
You don't stop, do you, Lily? Even at a time like this, there's something in you that still wants to help other people, even though you have no idea how. I admire that.
Thank you.
Where are you going to go?
No. But I do know what grief feels like now. Who's going to find me? Who's going to help me?
Lily.
I need love, Mason. I never missed it until I had it. Why were you so good to me?
Wait.
problems of everything, it's them. The Capitals. Cece betrayed me. He wouldn't keep it open. I asked him. He sell off that damn casino in Mason. He lets go of Ted. Lily, she's walking around free.
Wait, here, why don't you just sit down? There's no use going over it again and
Sophia,
again. Here.
she promises to care. She doesn't care about
Of course she cares.
I can't stop thinking about them. I can't stop thinking.
You're right.
Nothing happens, nothing changes.
You're right. We all lied to you. We all told you that it was going to get easier. Well, it doesn't. I'm just finding out myself. All you could do is just get used to it. That's all.
I hate being this way. I want my boy to be proud of me. Fool. Stuck. How can you stand to be around me?
It's easy. Here, why don't you just lie down? Got a blanket here for you. Come on.
Yeah. Lie down.
Yeah.
I just need some rest.
Yeah, you just need some rest. Let me put your feet up. There you go. Just relax.
You're good.
I gotta hand it to you, Gina. This time you weren't talking through your hat. You really came up with the goods this time. Where'd you find that tape anyway?
What difference does it make? The important thing is that I have it.
You probably got it out of that observation room right next to the presidential suite.
Congratulations to you and your hotel for being sneaky.
Same to you, my dear. How long have you had the tape?
Oh, I just stumbled on it. Why? What would I be waiting for?
I don't know. What would you be waiting for?
How would you like a fine imported cigar? I bet you would.
Cigar.
Yes. I have a couple of them right here. One for both of us. Here. Allow me.
That's very nice. Now let me have the tape. No. No!